Alright, hey y'all, it's Pizza Hulk 41, and we are back here today in the Long Dark, and we are starting a new series. I'm pretty excited to get going here. We're doing Lost in the Far Territory. Um, so let me give you the idea of what we're doing here and what the plan is. So I've decided I'm not doing rules, I'm doing plans because, well, sometimes, plans have to change, and we can accept that. But sometimes the rules need to change. It could be upsetting. So we're doing plans, right? And so the plan is I have in the past made series focused on new content coming to the Long Dark, new stuff to the DLC, new maps, when BlackRock came out. Not only did I do story mode in BlackRock, just explored the map multiple times. And when Forsaken Airfield came out, also did a lot of exploration there and actually made a ton of videos there. Just because some plans went awry. The saves were supposed to be uh, deleted and then they weren't, and so I ended up making another video. And while I've started two videos, one on zone of contamination, and I've been there a couple times, and one on Sundered Pass where I've been there like once, twice I think maybe. I haven't really done anything there. I don't know much about them. I have barely explored them, and it frustrates me, and it has been for since they've been released, honestly. That just in the back of my head, it's like, man, come on, you got to get these maps in your head. Well, if you do a random start and you start there, you're in trouble, which could be fun, but also annoying, especially if you just end up walking in circles at different points. So anyway, so when I do these, if you are familiar with the videos that I make, when I do want to explore a new, you know, map or DLC or whatever, I use a super astrid, right? And a super astrid is, basically it's set to pilgrim mode, uh, but maybe even a little easier. I did leave the weather kind of funky. I would like to at least have some weather going on. So that's pretty much like medium settings. But as far as that's concerned, we're gonna. It's an easy survival experience. It shouldn't be too rough, right? We have low fatigue, low food and water drain, that kind of stuff. So we can explore and go. But the other thing you need is good gear, right? And so I wanted to be able to carry things and pick up new things and do things while we're in this new region. Uh, so wanted the tech backpack and a moose hide backpack, and I wanted some really nice clothing. So you can see we got the carry weight of 99. So we got both backpacks. There's my moose hide. I got the crampons. I got two ear wraps. We got pretty much the clothing setup. I'm happy with what I got. I'd rather this be two fisherman sweaters, but whatever. We're at 52 degrees right now. If I take that off, we can bump it up to 54. And I believe if I get some improvised insulation made, I can make it like 56. In other words, I'm plenty warm. Only thing that's really going to take me down is a blizzard, and I'm curious to see how cold it is in the Sundered Pass and the zone of contamination. I know the Sundered Pass is supposed to be pretty chilly, so... Anyway, to start this adventure, the other thing you want for a Super Astrid, of course, is also decent skills. We've been working on that along the way. I actually kind of wanted to keep them a little bit lower, but due to circumstances, I ended up having time. And the more time you spend in the long dark, more time you end up doing stuff. So the rifle's on its way up, to 5. Doing good with everything. But we started in Ash Canyon in Shattered Cove, right? I figured out where I was. Well, I guess, somewhere near there. Figured out where I was, got myself to the gold mine, made a Timberwolf, had to get a hacksaw. Uh, yeah, to hit the plane. Then to Pleasant Valley and Mystery. Now, here's where it gets convoluted. Because there was a moose spawn in Mystery, and it took 19 days. And in that time, I don't know if you saw, but I also ran a broken railroad to see if there were any moose there. There wasn't. For a moose to spawn. Then I got to wait, so I went to Mystery, or Mountain Town. Then we got set up. Took the long walk here, went to Forsaken Airfield, and came back. So we're about 50 days into the play. So Astrid's pretty super, and we're pretty set up. Because since I knew I was basically going to be in this region and exploring, and that's sort of the focus, not so much the survival aspect, but the learning where everything is aspect and finding new things. Um, yeah, I wanted to come prepared. So anyway, so I'm set up here with a little camp here with some food and water. But I brought a lot of gear and matches and, things I'm going to need. I'll probably be able to find most of the stuff I need where we're going, right? So I'm not really going to need to take too much of this stuff with me. But while I was in Forsaken, I did go ahead and do some forging, right? So I went ahead and got my arrowheads ready to go so I can do some hunting with those at some point. I plan to live out here for quite some time. In both regions. So yeah, I want to have everything. I know there's a camera somewhere, I believe, in Sundered Pass, so I brought some film. But yeah, I brought arrow shafts and arrowheads. I've got a bow and some arrows already. Here we go. So I got a bow, 3 arrows ready to go. But yeah, I know whetstones are kind of a premium thing, so I want to bring some of those. I want to bring some stuff for fishing. We'll see. I don't really know what's available to me. But I just kind of wanted to have a little area. I brought a ton of bullets. Now, I don't have a pistol. But, I mean, I do. I just didn't bring one because of the carry weight. I figured I'd find one. They're usually not that hard to come across. But what I think I'm going to do is get ready to head to the zone of contamination. I'm going to start my setup there, live there for a little bit. And what I want to do is, I'm not going to take everything probably with me today. I do have a travois. Should I leave some here, or should I just take them all with me? Probably should just take them all with me. Here, I'll take that. But anyway, I want some of this goofy stuff, like, just in case there's not a lot around. Let's see. And then, we're going to head out. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's probably a good reason for me to build a base, like a decent base. I'm going to go get the tools so I can start, I can build my own workshop wherever I want, and or my workbench, and then I can also build the furniture bench. So I think I might want to bring the arrow shafts and the arrowheads. Might start a little bow hunting while we're there. Although I don't know how well that's going to work because of the poison wolves. Wait, let's grab a couple whetstones. Again, you never really know on those. We'll get a brand new pry bar. Probably find a gun cleaning kit. I'm not too worried about that. So I think I'll leave one here. Again, the camera I don't think is in the zone of contamination, so I won't worry about that. Matches. I mean, I got 40. I think I'm just going to go with that. I'm going to find matches while I'm there. I've collected a few of these along the way, so I'm going to have plenty of gas containers. I just need to find the mask, I guess. I think I know... I know I've found it before. So, still considering that. What else do I want to take, tools-wise? Tools-wise, we'll probably take... I left my hacksaw. I left a hammer, a hacksaw, and 2 sets of fine tools back in Forsaken Airfield. So I don't need to carry that stuff the next time I need to go back there. Speaking of which, I will be going back there at some point. These are all curing. How am I doing on firewood? Yeah, okay, that's good. Some coal. Yeah, there's a ton of fur around here. It's kind of annoying. Alright, that'll be good for walking out of here with. Food and water. Let's grab something with a lot of calories if I've got it. Oh yeah, let me get the oil and that. I think we'll switch my coffees out too. Because I think I have, yeah. I mean, these aren't, I've been trying to use these up. The ones that aren't, that are on the lower end. Well, let's take that. So at least I've got like a nice stack with me. Hopefully I'll find some more. But let's go, that's a pretty good shape. In fact, let's do this. Let's grab that, and that. Even out the cattails. That's plenty of food for walking. We got any sodas? Couple sodas, yep. The thermos. I brought that for Sundered Pass. I think I'm just gonna... I'll just keep it there. You can see I found this improvised knife stuck in the tire of a car. That's new. Right, so I brought 2 jerry cans. Both of them have not a ton of fuel in them, right? So the idea is not really to use what's in there. But if I find a fishing hole, then I can do some fishing. Let's grab that. I don't mind going over. Well, let's grab those, and then let's see. So there's 2 more.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Again, I'm pretty sure I'll find wires. I'm not too worried about that. But I do want to do some fishing. If I get the opportunity. Do that. A couple of those. Yeah, so we'll make 10 arrows. I've got 3. That'll give me 13. I've got a couple arrows I'll break up right before we leave here, so I'll have 2 spare arrowheads just in case. Yeah. It'll be just a little bit lighter. There we go. All right. So yeah, the only thing I would really like to have with me out, something else, is a hacksaw, but I feel pretty confident I'm going to come across one. The movement isn't really too bad. Let's grab a few pies. Let's wait for a minute. And we'll head out. And while we're headed towards the zone of contamination, I'll tell you a little story. Anyway, how you guys doing? I hope you're out there having a good day. I hope you're doing what you want to do. I hope it's going well. I'm having a really nice day here in Virginia. It is absolutely gorgeous right now. It was in the 40s this morning. Oh, we're getting a little snow. It's only supposed to get up to like 65 today. Fantastic. Beautiful. Tons of rain, so the pollen is down, you know. I only feel a little gross today. But yeah, my morning was great. I had lots of stuff to do, got everything done on time, in time to stream. Even a little earlier than I normally do. But yeah, happy day today. Hope you're having one too. We're going to head out to the mine. Now I'm curious, you know, you get a mission, right? Search the Langston mine for remnants of Rudiger and his project. So I think this is, I can do this while I'm there. So we'll see about that. But that's the idea, you know, we're going to have plenty of time. I plan to live here, stay here for, you know, a month, maybe more. And get to know the map. Well, also, ooh, I should have grabbed some charcoal. I think I have a piece on me. I can at least map the entrance here. But yeah, I want to map this place. I want to look around. I want to get to know this map as well as I know, you know, Pleasant Valley or, you know, any of the other places.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I would say, you know, my knowledge, and I'm going to a specific place that I know. because I know I can at least get set up there. I don't know if it's the best place. I don't know if I'm gonna like main base it, but it will do for a temporary setup here. We'll come back here and gather acorns at some point. For right now, I'm good. Anyway, so I started out in Ash Canyon, like I mentioned. Uh, Looked around, figured out where I was, made it to the gold mine. I got the curator's rifle. I got the backpack, the crampons. I got some nice clothing. I went to the, the plane crash, Timberwolf. Got a bunch of gear there. Went to Pleasant Valley. Uh, Looted the plane crash there. Looted the farm, Thompson's Crossing. Went in the cave. I really spent some time there. And then in Mystery, I basically did all of Mystery while I was waiting for the moose. Did Broken Railroad in a quick, like, 2-day trip up there. But anyway, by the time I got to Mystery, I was already geared up. I think I have everything that you can see here, except for the moose hide bag. So this is how I walked in at that point in the Mystery Lake. So I was already pretty good gear. Like I said, I would love to have a couple fisherman sweaters, but I feel like I'd have a better shot if I was going to the coast. But like I said, plans instead of rules. When I got to Mystery, there was moose right by the Mystery Lake Dam, and it was like, it's in a different spot than where it used to be by the dam. I basically stayed in the what's called the logging camp, and where the moose actually spawns in is a little further up by the dam, but in the woods. It's kind of where one of the places you used to look for when you had to look in 9 different places to find the bunker in Mystery Lake. Way at the back of the map. Which is kind of weird, but whatever. Also, I'm not sure. It might have been broken. But yeah, I hadn't planned on 19 days to find a moose, and then waiting 10 more days for the bag to cure, so... But I wanted to carry a bunch of stuff out. You saw, some of the stuff we had back there. Hey, wolves. Can I get a little bit this way now? You're just going to walk right in front of me, aren't you? Yeah. Trying to be respectful, but... I got to go. It's snowing. Yes, sir. But yeah, then I came here, and originally I was like, no, I could do the Forsaken Airfield as well, but again, like I said at the beginning, I've covered that multiple times, multiple videos. I really just wanted to get in, do a quick search, which I did. I was hoping to find the sport bow, but I didn't find the sport bow. But hopefully find some hammers there, because there's usually more than one. I found 2. So I could leave one at the forge, bring one back with me, so I can use it to do acorns, break down crates, whatever. Crack open a fishing hole. But there's a lot of things I'm curious about this area. Like, are there moose on this map? Now, it's always the case in the Long Dark that, you could just roll the fact that there isn't a moose on your map. There wasn't a moose in Broken Railroad. So, and there usually is, throw that factor in. And if I do find one, it'll be one of, in one of its two or three possible locations. But it'd be nice to know at least where one is. Anyway, for today, we're going to probably go set up in these cabins. But I think, well, we're at least going to go hang out here while the weather's like this. Do some searching, do some looting. But I might actually set up closer to the big factory up here. The big mine. I don't know. It's just a mine, I suppose. Mining facility. Hey. I grabbed a bunch of cattails back at the transfer pass. I could have had a bunch with me. Hello. I don't want to bring a ton with me. Alright, here's what we're looking for.
I'll take it.
And they're 100%. Mainly what I need, I think, are the boots and the mask. $100%. I mean, I know I've got the settings on, like, Pilgrim or whatever, but 100% clothing is rare. But here's my thing. I might do a dual little system. There is a 6-burner stove here. And it saves on firewood. I think there's some firewood around here too. And I mean, hopefully, there's like at least a cooking pot or something in there. Oh, that's what I forgot. Shoot. Oh. Alright. Now I want these wires for fishing lures. But we'll just check it outside, grab whatever goodies we can get, and then we'll look at the interiors. I mean, it's a good... I mean, I built here. Like, literally, I used the tools to do some stuff here once, and... Oh, interwebs is being weird. Sorry if you missed anything. You didn't miss anything too exciting. But anyway, so there's a few limbs that fall here. There's sticks and stuff around. You know, I believe there's some furniture and whatnot you can break up. I just don't know if this is a good place for a base. Honestly. It could be great because of the stove and the way it looks and the 3 cabins and, you know, some of the things that are nearby, but it might be terrible in the long run. Because it could be on the back end of nowhere. We do have a deer carcass too, so we got a feather farm nearby too. It's a dead wolf. Oh. I don't think they work the same, do they? Oh, dead carcass is a dead carcass, I suppose. But yeah, we can get up into the woods right from here. Here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna set up a temporary kind of base here. We'll see where it goes. Oh my gosh, 2 fire logs. Yeah, I know, that's heavy.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
So depending on the weather, which is not great, more than likely we're going to spend the night here at least. I'll get set up. I'll make some water, probably. Good. I mean, some things I wouldn't, like I said, I didn't bring a hacksaw, but with all this, you know, mining stuff and equipment around, I feel like the odds are good. Oh, there's a hammer right there. Battery.
I could use this.
Yeah, alright. Let's go inside before I lose the ability to walk anymore. So yeah, I think I'm going to dump some junk here. I'm not sure if I'm going to, like, I don't know if this is where I want to build a workbench and all that kind of stuff. Certainly would be the room for it. Yeah, let's go over here. Alright, let's help this lady breathe a little better. Alright, and then, yeah, the other thing I don't know, I don't think there's really much storage except for maybe the cabinets in the kitchen. Well, I guess we're using those. We got two. In the oh, we got a fridge. Pfft, never mind. Got hundreds of pounds of storage right here. Oh. And dinner. Oh, yeah, whatever. So this is going to be like my staging area, I suppose. Why did it do that? Huh. Okay. Drop these stupid fire logs. Oh, I'm not healed my chemical poisoning risk.
I think I can use this.
Now, I was hoping there'd be some goodies here. Which is good. We can make pies and whatnot.
Best be prepared for anything.
Oh, beautiful. Never mind. I was just getting ready to say, I was hoping for a cooking pot. There we go. Now we got a good water maker. We got two, actually, so even better. I can leave one here and take one with me. And that's got a bunch of potatoes and carrots in it I don't care about. We got another knife. Ooh, coffee. What kind of shape you in,
I
coffee?
think I can use this.
Not too bad. Some salt. A few more candy bars. See if we get a sewing kit. Oh, stem, sewing kit, pills. I'm just gonna leave that stuff in there for now. Alright. Alright, let's drop the deer skin. Sapling. Probably not gonna end up needing coffee tonight, so let's just go ahead and drink and eat something. Food, books.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, pretty good stash of stuff. Check all the cars. You want to try to get some mementos if we can find any. Oh, the other thing I'm curious about too, I don't know if they have like stashes here. So if we get a glimmer fog or an aurora, I'll use the walkie-talkie. If we're not anywhere near it, it's not going to be any good. But I'm going to make the attempt at least. So I just want to make it clear. I mean, yes, I've been here. I've been to the mine to basically get the tools and look around a little bit.
Probably useful.
And I played around with the tools here because this is a cool looking place to make a base, and I just wanted to see how they work. And this factory has like a ridiculous amount of old busted up crafting tables that you can, you can tear apart and
Probably useful.
make your own crafting tables. Let's at least get it out of the locker, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not sad about those boots. It's leather. It's good. I'm going to need some. There's some extra weight. I was like, man. Trying to figure it out a minute ago. Alright, lots of books.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Oh, hey. Those are in pretty good shape, too. They're all the same.
This'll come in handy.
Again, I'm just going to pull the clothing out. Toss it on the ground. You know, some paint might come in handy while we're actually down in a mine at some point. I'm sure I'll find more, but whatever.
Never know. useful.
What is going on? Do a start here. Good.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
I mean, all three of them made a decent amount. There's
Wonder if I
paint
can
everywhere.
drop
They
any of
must
this
know.
gear.
They're like, yeah, there's caves and scary stuff. You need to mark your way, buddy. Cool. Frozen to the stairs. That can't be a... Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, they really... You can tell you're in the
I'll take
region
it.
where the cameras are. Or the camera is. It's film everywhere. Man, alright. I brought some leather with me because I was a little concerned. Just in case. Man, climbing socks, red underwears, boots and stuff for days. There you go, there's the jacket. Oh, I got some antiseptic laying around if I need it. More boots. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I'm gonna be covered in film here pretty soon. These are nice. Anyway, if you can't tell, I'm grabbing up all the food.
Best be prepared for anything.
Just get it all in one place. Nice, got some spare tools. I figured I could find pretty much everything here. I already found a hammer, I already found tools, but... It's nice to be sure. Anyway, whatever it ends up being main base, I can leave a hammer there, take one with me, and then I'll have a hammer and sundered as well. I don't really need to be able... Since I'll have a hammer, hopefully, in the three main places that I'm going to be visiting, when I travel, I don't need to carry a hammer. Yeah, I think that's good. Lots of cloth. Lots of goodies here. So yeah, I'm still somewhat iffy on whether we main base it here, but it definitely has a lot of good, good reasons too. But again, it's more about location. Location, 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 okay? Like I said, if we're on the back end of the map, everything else I need to do is further away. Like, even the factory is kind of a walk. Get that? Yeah. Alright. I think, yeah, I'll set up here for tonight. We're going to kind of set it up as, like I said, a forward post for now. But I'm definitely going to be hanging out for the next, like, few days.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Up there by the mine. I keep saying factory. Just a potato on a plate. You know, sometimes they make these cool little stories in here with the way they leave things, and then other times you're just like, what?
I think I can use
There
this.
they are! Fantastic. Alright. Well, that's what I was looking for. There's another potato. A sad and lonely potato. Alright, that's it. We'll bring him in here and join his potato friends. Anyway, just grabbing up all the food. We're going to throw it in to the freezer here for now. So I can look at it all in one place. Alright. Poor Astrid. Oh, I meant to leave that outside. Alright. Yeah, let's just dump a bunch of stuff. Tea's in terrible shape. There. Alright, let me get it down to something reasonable I can think about, like, where my weight is at. Hey, Mrs. Wright, what's shaking? How you doing? How's life treating you? Hope it's going good. We are here in the far territories, in the zone of contamination. And I am going to learn some maps that I am not familiar with. Alright, let's throw the broth here. And don't want to keep my pies in my pocket. Whoops. Bing, bing. Excellent.
The sun is setting. It's going to get a lot colder soon.
Alright, I'm going to keep working on my carry weight here. I need to get stuff down. I guess if I am going to kind of use this place, I might as well just kind of empty my pockets. I probably want to take some lantern oil with me. Alright, let me think about... So I don't know if you need, like, the... I think the pants just offer, like, protection. Like, if I get attacked by a cougar. They'd be good. 6% on the guard. Tough to roll pants with excellent physical protection function, not fashion. Yeah. It'll keep you very warm. I don't really think I need these. But the boots, I do believe if I wear these, it helps me when I get into those chemically areas. I just don't know if you need the whole outfit. Ugh, 4.4 pounds of boots. Okay. Let's get a fire going. And make some water. We'll cook this steak up for tonight. And then tomorrow we'll grab some stuff and head up towards the factory. Mine. We'll head up to Langston Mine. Here. Get rid of these.
Yeah, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, no joke. 8 pounds of wood for no reason. Bang, bang. Yeah, why not? Get all that going. Just everybody on water right now. There we go. Boom. I might make up a couple cups of coffee. Since it's not in the best shape, 85%, still pretty good. There we go. 15 minutes. Wrong freezer. Can't really say there's much I need to do, like as far as like cooking or whatever. These all pork and beans. Okay. Never mind. We'll cook up all this junk. Yeah, we'll keep the water going over here, and we'll cook up some of this stuff. Everyone, remember, cooking score doesn't matter whether it takes 3 minutes to cook something or over an hour to cook something. Each one adds 1 cooking point. So make those teas. Cooked up them pork and beans. Cut your steaks up into little pieces. Do what you gotta do. How am I doing? I'm doing good. Doing real good. I was talking about it earlier. I had a really nice morning. Got everything done real quick, so I could get started a little earlier. Beautiful day here in Virginia. Fam's good. Everybody's good. Nothing exciting. I mean, that's the best part, right? When nothing actually is really going on, it's kind of nice. No drama. No illness. No breakups. No craziness. Just good old-fashioned boring life and a nice afternoon. Snow. None. Snow. Good. How we doing on time? Plenty of time. Yeah, I'll probably do some reading. My book is getting there. Only 4 hours left. That should give me a nice boost, since we're headed towards level 5 on the rifle anyway. Right? Oh, yeah. So that'll be a nice boost. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you guys are doing well, too. Yep. Decided to do a new series, get something else going. got pretty far along in Tails. We're up to the point where we're going to end up back at Forsaken Airfield in the Pilgrim Difficulty for Noob series. But I've been cooking this one in the background. Getting Astrid here ready to tackle the two parts of the far territory I don't really know much about at all. I know a little bit about here and practically nothing about Sundered.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know, Astrid. You got pockets full of water. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, we'll do a couple rounds. We'll have like 60 pounds of water. That way, if I want to make a bunch of teas or whatever, I'm good. But yeah, wherever there's a 6-burner stove, and especially if it's going to be a place either that I'm going to spend some time in, or I'm pretty sure I'm going to be coming back to, just get a big giant pile of water going. I might eat this soup. And these dusty old pork and beans. Alright, those are mine. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else really to cook. So we'll see where the waters are at. Okay, get you. Snow, snow. Yeah, this is the perfect time to read the book. Yep. My one kid's getting ready to go transfer to Penn State for the spring, fall, or whatever. The other one's working their butt off. That's plenty of water. Should be. What time is it? Yeah, alright, we'll do one more round. Either the moon just came out. Yeah, I guess the moon came out. Actually, I think I can get a whole round in 1 hour. Yep, boom. Got you, 30 more minutes. That's better. That's a pile of water. Okay. Anyway, we still got an hour. Let's read one more. There we go. Grab a torch in case you guys are having a hard time to see. There's my pile of water. I'd say pretty standard if you got, like I said, a 6-burner stove. Just make a big pile. Oh, I forgot about all the baked potatoes and stuff. Yeah, whatever. We will sleep back here this evening. Alright, eat this. Top off the tank. Catch a nap. Sounds like a lovely day outside. How's the old improvised thing doing? We're at 92%. I was going to say, it looks like the stitching on the side looks a little weird. It's been around for a minute. Been through a few things. There we go. Alright. Let me think about this. We need to lose a bit more weight here. I feel like junk food is probably going to be a lot of it. You know? Papa Wolf, or I don't even know what's up there. I guess I'll grab a couple of these just in case I find the mask. Let's make it one, because I'll probably find more up there. Yeah, so I'm trying to decide whether I should maybe just go ahead and do these while I'm up there, because I know there's places to do it. Let's just go ahead. Let's grab that, that, and I mean, maybe we'll get a chance to play with the bow while we're up there. So yeah, keep an eye out for a new hatchet. How's the rifle doing? Does it need cleaning? That's fine. Probably gonna need a couple of those, some of this. I was gonna say, is it just not showing up? Oh, feathers. Let's see. Let's go ahead and might make a new bow. Yeah. Let's take. I'm not too really. I'm not actually
Wonder if I
worried
can drop any of this gear.
about food up there, really. But I'm gonna get a stash going just in case. I'm not the guy who doesn't do the just in case. Alright. Yeah. So I need to grab the tools. I was thinking, though, I want to bring a hammer. Ugh. That's alright. I got one more carry weight pie that's pretty much roached out anyway, so it's starting to look a little funny looking. Don't need you. Okay, okay. Crows are out. My God, look at all the dead bodies around here. Yeah, Feather Farm extraordinaire. It's crazy. This place is really kind of an overpowered little setup, I'm just realizing. I mean, the last time I was here, I was just kind of goofing around. I wanted to see how you built with this stuff. How you can move the furniture around. But that'll be fun. I want to get some of that done too. But I'm tempted to plug these poor sad wolves. You can't get... I'm going to shoot them. I can't remember, just because I'm curious. Whoa. Okay, okay, okay. What's up, what's up, what's up? Huh. Anyway, I don't think you can get meat off of them. I believe that's correct, right? Like I don't even... I just wasn't sure if it's like... I don't even think it's an option. You can skin them and gut them. Anyway, I do want to get some wolves shot. Get enough for a coat. I'm really curious to see how cold Sundered Pass is. I'm not wearing... There's a warmer setup for the synthetic gear. I could go with another Cowichan. I go with 2 expeditions, and I could go with 2 snow pants. I had the option for all of that. I could be wearing that. Well, not the fisherman sweaters. I never found them. Or the second Cowichan sweater. But that and some improvised insulation, I think, is your warmest setup. For synthetic gear. I want to stay as lightweight as possible, you know. It's hard to tell in the beginning because we're toting all this stuff around, but... So I think I like this little train station. I'm going to probably set up a base in the little train station. Yeah, I really hope I get this mask. Like I said, I want to test, you know, I know if you wear the mask, you're not going to get the chemical poisoning. But I want to know if, like, I'm pretty sure the boots are still going to get degraded as you walk through the cloud. But I think their durability is much higher. So they're like, what, 80%? Yeah. 81. That's even better. That way I can tell, like, you know, it only goes down 1%. But I don't want to walk through it without the mask. But yeah, so this, so that's my forward operating base. This is going to be like my little temporary setup for explore. I mean, look how much we've got to do. I mean, that one building alone. Tools are in there though. We're going to get those. And again, there's a bunch of just like workbenches. I'll show you guys. We got time today. It's not even noon yet, you guys. We got the time. Indolent hoppers. Do I have some charcoal? I don't. Alright, let's get a fire going. Alright. Yeah, let's get a fire going. I'm just going to start one. I guess I could maybe make some water. I like it in here, though. I've built a little fire and kind of hung out here for a night, and I thought this would be a good place for a little base. You do get a decent amount of windproofing, you know. You can put a fire here. It's going to get you from that way, but, you know, you could put a fire here. It might be pretty good, too. So, But I don't think you can stick one in here. No. Cool. I don't. Oh, this is an interior. Well, you can build in here. You can. Well, that's cool. I can move some of the furniture around. That could be really helpful. We got storage. I might be able to move some more storage down here. Let's see what's upstairs. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, a nice little office. Oh, there's a couple drawers you can use. The desk, too. Okay. This would be kind of a cool base. Oh, Polaroid. Just past these old rotting foundations up there, near the edge. One heck of a view. Yeah, I won't remember that. Alright, let's clear the junk and see what happens. Oh, it worked. Oh, last time I did that, it didn't work. Oh, there's a pair of pants. Another one. Probably not 100%
Nobody
though.
needs this
Ooh,
anymore.
look at these, 33. I was correct. I mean, this building alone is covered in junk food. I don't really need the pills.
This'll come in handy.
Maybe. We got jerky. We got another can of coffee here. Alright, let me... Another thing of coffee here.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Those flares. There's probably going to be a ton of flares. I got to put this chair up, right? That's going to make me nuts. Oh, it's the whole thing, huh? Okay. Well, now. We'll actually show you in the corner. Anything else I want to get rid of and move out of my way? Stick that over there for right now. Yes. No. There. Now, I do like the fact that I can get a random save. Hopefully it's not breaking the game still. Alright. Let's get a bunch of this stuff on the ground. Yeah, I mean, let's make sure anything that needs to be preserved is actually outdoors. But this is crazy. A ridiculous amount of food. Okay. I'm going to say more than enough. for now. I mean, I could go ahead and just start making some arrows. Hmm. Maybe I will just go ahead and knock that out. There's the tools on me. Right, yeah. It's gonna beat my knife up a little bit, though. I'll find a new one. Alright, I don't... Let's drop the rifle. Alright. But I think in... now, I don't know if you can use them all, but... a couple of these shacks... maybe not this one. There's a bunch of workbenches. He probably meant to break down the crates and see if there's any loot in there. Yeah, here's one. Seriously? Here's one. I did just drop all my food and water, though. Or food, anyway. There. Simple arrow. Quality tools. 45 minutes per arrow. We do, however, get a little bit of archery score per arrow. And I don't really trust this game sometimes when it's like stacking. So I just do them one at a time. Just like sometimes I'm careful when I'm taking stuff off of the stoves. So, one at a time, 45 minutes, whatever. At least it's not an hour and a half. Hey, what's up, Elder? How you doing today? Thank you for the thumbs up. Really appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you get a chance to play some Long Dark today. Alright. Yeah, we need the archery score. We read, like, I think one archery book, maybe two. So there we go. That put us up. Let's see how far over. Just a smidge. But look, it helped us. Bow sway reduced by 25%. Arrow damage increased by 10%. Arrow damage is good. The rifle, I was saying, we got up that to heading towards level 5, but you can see we're 10% increase, accuracy is 30%, crit hit is 20, and 4 condition per repair. I didn't realize it was up that high. Let's see. All right. Still got a bit of daylight though. I gotta remember not to break down the bench. I'm just waiting. Eventually I want to do that though, because I want to get the piece so I can just move the bench to where I want it. No, I don't want to do that. Oh. How do I go back? There we go. And we'll see. I mean, if it's bright enough, we can keep crafting here in the evening time. You're doing okay? Okay's good. Okay's better than bad, right? But glad you're doing okay. How many we got left? One more. Let's see. It might say it's too dark. I got it. There. Couldn't fit before, can't fit now. So we got a nice pile of arrows. We've got the 3 back at the little spot over there. Look at all this firewood. Yeah, so I want to go get a fire made and get some water made. There's like a million sodas around here, though. But yeah, Elder, I'm here in the far territories. I don't know much about the zone of contamination. I've been here to get the tools. Looked around a little bit. And I really don't know much about the Sundered Pass, so I'm here to learn. Grab a book.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Yeah, sure. Do a little looting while I'm here in the building. What's a cup? It's a little hard to see. I feel like something's going on because I didn't get to show it when we were back at the transfer pass. But the interior looks really weird. There's a lot of shadows. And like at night, it looks like a black and white movie. It's really strange. More coffee.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Alright, let's see. This lantern's at 63%. There we go. We'll just use up some of the fuel on this, and you guys can actually see what I'm doing. There we go.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
It's definitely a windy day. A little pile of books to start fires with probably wouldn't hurt. That's probably good enough for now. I'm sure there's plenty of books laying around. I might have some tomato soup for dinner. Give me a grilled cheese and I'm good to go. Alright, yeah, I think I pretty much got everything good in here. I'll check, make sure I didn't miss anything. This stupid thing. Move. Ugh. Flares just don't last long enough. We're not fighting timber wolves. But yeah, you can find these workbenches. Here's another one. They're just all over the place in here. So I've thought about it before. Ooh, that's chemicals. That's chemicals. I thought about it before, you know, this would be a good place to come and raid and get like 3 or 4. Because it doesn't really matter. I mean, there's more. There's like, 20 workbenches around here. The indolent hoppers. But yeah, I want to get a nice fire going. I want to get some charcoal too. We can start mapping. Alright, so like I said, I think in here's good. I was thinking right in here might be good. I'm going to try right here. See if we can get it on the ground. No. Wait, does this... Oh, wait a minute. This is considering it like interior. Why here? Because of the junk on the ground? I built a fire in here before. Huh. That is strange. Maybe I can get it to go up here on the snow. Oh, no. Yeah, I was going to say, I bet I can get it right here. This is so weird. Oh, whatever. I just got to be careful not to walk into it, I suppose. My floating fire.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Anyway, it's not very windproof. I know I made a fire in here before. They changed that. I don't know if they did it on purpose.
That's a good one.
All this stuff's gonna make me nuts. Just trash everywhere. Okay. Drop use. 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 I never go anywhere without 6 sticks. Alright, let's start getting some water going here. And finish my book. 25 hours. Done. Should get a decent boost. Yeah, it's going to blow my fire out. Yeah, I mean, I was so excited because, like I said, I built a fire up in here. It was pretty windproof. I wonder if you can get one down on the snow inside here. That would be cool. No, it won't even let you. All right. So outside, though, it'll let me. But it won't let me place it on only like certain parts of the platform. Which is kind of a bummer. Oh, I was going to read, but my book's done. Alright. Let's drop a pound 10 we don't need anymore. That book's been with me for a good minute. And we'll get these out of here, too. Let's have a look at the old rifle score now. Oh, look, see? Went up a tiny bit. It takes a lot to get to level 5, so... Every little bit helps. New region, new ambient noises. This place is loud, isn't it? Little surprise I wasn't really hoping or expecting for there. Alright, I'm trying to decide whether I really want to even, like, fix these up. I could. I mean, the truth is, I need more skill points, so the more I clean my knives and axes, and, you know, the higher it goes. But I have a really good feeling there's just going to be laying around here. I think, didn't I see one in here? Eh, I think I'm going to live and be for now. Alright, how am I doing? How am I doing? I'm going to guess, let's guess. I'm going to guess 13 pounds. 16. Not too bad. Yep. Do a couple more. Might as well have a nice big stash going. Just like we did back at the other place. Just like I do pretty much everywhere I go. Why worry about water if you don't have to? Let's grab a couple torches. There we go. Yeah. It's all the firewood it's getting for now. And we'll keep one by the fire, why not? Alright. So tomorrow... Oh! Oh well. Still got some feathers left too, that's nice. Don't need that right now, don't need that right now. Wow, it's... Okay, it's really dark in here. Let's make sure we use the crappy one. Yeah, hopefully I get my hands on some... Look, a floating Stacy's grape soda. Oh, these are... I like the arrow look. Did they change the way it looks? I swear they've changed the way they look. That looks good. Looks different to me. I am not the most observant either. What am I might go down there. There we go. Alright, let's eat and drink. I'm thirsty? I'm not even thirsty. I'm like, nah. Let's eat some junk food. We'll be thirsty. Eat some chips. Nom 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 nom. What a... Oh, I was going to make the soup. I forgot the soup. Ah, whatever. We'll just drink it. We're almost to level 5 cooking anyway. There we go. Get that in there. I got another candy bar. There's 0 left, but still. Alright, let's sleep for like 6 hours. Excuse me. Alright. Bit of a coughing issue there. Let's see. So, now it's time to get lighter. Go do some looking around and some looting. Let's see. I don't need that. Probably won't need that, but whatever. Chew away. Here. Not too concerned about needing a ton of food. And then once we drop this water on the ground, we're down to 72. I want to keep it a bunch of flares. I mean, we'll probably find some, but it can be pretty dark inside, so I figure I'll be using a decent amount of flares to look around. I don't think I need these for today. Yeah. 67 for a look around. Don't really plan on doing anything with, you know, any of this stuff. I could do the hammer. I just don't know. I mean, I get the hatchet. That's fine. Let's go. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. All right. So what I think I want to do, I'm going to go to...
I'll take it.
Where the tools are. I'm going to go ahead and grab those because they weigh like 3.5 pounds. And I just want to go ahead and get them, get it done, get it out of the way. So I'm going to work my way through that building. And I think you go to the top. Anyway, it's up there at the top. So we'll go, I think I'm just going to go in, work my way to the top, pick up the tools, and then work my way down. And actually loot on the way down. I'm kind of excited because, again, I basically just came here, got the tools, and left. I don't think I've really like explored this building very much. The concentrator, yeah. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna shoot way up to the top. Sorry, guys. A little bit of allergies. It's better than it's been in days though. But this is a huge building. There's tons to explore. I got the flares. I've got the spare lantern. If I find another one, I'll use it too. We'll try to get things lit up for you guys, but I'm gonna save it for now because again, we're going all the way to the top, or just about actually. Are there chemicals in there? I don't remember seeing that before. Ew. I guess they're frozen. I literally don't remember that from before. I probably just didn't. It wasn't like the right kind of lighting for me to see all the different colors. That's insane. Anyway, if you're wondering where to get tools for the building, this is how you do it. This is one of the places. I think one of the easiest ones to get to, anyway. I think the other is in, like, what, Ash Canyon or Hush River, one of those two. I guess there's three. Yeah, I don't know. I know where these are. They're back here. On this table.
I think
There
I
we
can
go.
use this.
So now we can build, and we can build a crafting table. We can build a workbench for the furniture, a furniture workbench. We can build a salt box. And that's one of the reasons I'm going back to Forsaken Airfield. I found a 22-pound bag of salt. So I'm going to get that at some point. It's one of the things I want to get. Alright, I promise I'm going to go into this back room, and I'm going to pop a flare. And, some random break room.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, I don't really need cloth. Perfect. Ah, yeah. Alright. I'm going to leave that there for now. But that makes me really happy. That means there's 22 pounds here, and then 22 pounds plus this. And Forsaken, so it's totally worth building the, there's some canned
Looks like
hams.
this has been here a while.
It's totally worth building it, in my opinion. The salt box, anyway. Because hopefully I can find 22 pounds. And, I wish. In Sunder Pass as well. Here we go. Perfect. All right.
This'll
So
come in
I thought I
handy.
knew where it was. I was kind of hoping it was up here. I just wasn't sure. So canister and boots. I'm pretty stoked. We get the pants too. I mean, if I get the jacket, I guess I got cool. I don't think they make that much of a
Guess I'm
difference.
prepared for anything.
I think it's mostly like a protection thing. Help you in a fight with a wolf or something. Well, let's play the good old locker lottery.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
I'm going to drop it on the ground so it doesn't despawn, but... Okay. That's kind of convenient. Yeah, we don't need that. Again, I'm not too worried about books or anything right now.
Okay.
Oh, we got a safe. And Jacqueline says, we play the most exciting mini game. In the history of mini games. Boy, I almost messed up.
I'll take it.
Oh, hey. I haven't seen those yet in the playthrough, so we'll grab those. They're not as good as the boots I have on, but they are lightweight. I could save a pound or so. I'll keep them. Oh, these are nice too, but at this point, the only good thing for me is leather. While mucklucks are worth carrying out of here, those aren't.
I think I can use
Oh,
this.
man. We're going to be so caffeinated throughout this whole playthrough. I mean, I brought like 30 coffees with me. So, yeah.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I was just getting ready. Sorry. I was just getting ready to say there's a lot of film around here.
This'll come in handy.
Really? Let's use this. But I will be making another trip back up here for that salt. But I will just trim down. So I'm running out of here with a 22-pound bag of salts and good to go. Got all this reclaimed wood, and again, scrap metal. I was hoping there'd be a decent amount laying around. Just considering the nature of the building, right? So it's looking pretty good. I can make plenty of fishing lures and tackle, etc. If I can buy some rabbits, you know, I got plenty of reclaimed wood for snares, and I brought some guts. For that specifically, let's grab the cloth. I don't know how much cloth is around here. That doesn't seem like a good idea. At least not yet. I am curious as to where it goes, though. Okay. Alright, so I figure we got most everything up here. I got more flares. I'm going to keep my eyes out for another lantern. If we can pick up another one like this one and just kind of use up. Oh, hey. You can make a lure out of that. Yeah, I would like to get my hands on a revolver, too. Did I bring bullets? I don't remember. I think so. I mean, I know I brought some to the transfer pass. This thing's just about done. Let's go ahead and put that out. There we go. Yeah, let's see. These. Anyway, I just want to look in these back areas, places I haven't never looked before. Curious to see if there's any, fun stuff stashed back here. Definitely, more opportunities for loot. Ooh. There is a flare right there. Where would this lead? Oh man, that is... Oof. I don't know where it would go. I'm assuming you can get in there. I'm not trying it today. That's fun. Alright, alright. Alright, where are the stairs? How do I get out of here? I forget. Over here, maybe? Or back here? Wait, no. Oh, it's a ramp. There we go. But I'm enjoying this. I don't know if you guys probably like, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked around this place, so it's kind of fun for me to see all the possibilities. Areas where, and you got to check multiple times. That's the fun thing about the long dark. It doesn't matter. This is where the loot is this time is where it is this time. It doesn't mean it's going to be in the same place next time. No guarantees. Anything back here? Marine flare. I guess it loops around. See, it looks like you'd have to drop. I'm not. No way. That can't be safe. I'm not saying I'm never going to do it. Not right now. Remember, we're going to be here for a while. One day I may get bored and do a save. Because you can save in here. I'm seeing. You can live in here and build and move things around. A mega base. I've never really even thought about that. That's kind of funny. A mega base in the Long Dark. Because most people turn little places into, that's kind of like the uniqueness and the fun, and they shove all this stuff in this little space. But yeah, the mega base idea is kind of neat. Oh, we got a hammer, another one. Now, me leaving that hacksaw
Drop any of this gear.
behind, I swear. Because I thought that. I was like, in my head, I was like, alright, Pizza, you know what? It's this big industrial place. You're probably going to find hammer. You're probably going to find, hacksaw, all the goodies. I know you can go and mess around in these coal chutes. But, again, I want to get this interior looked at today. Let me get all this looked at. Can I get through there? No. Stacy's grape soda. It's the grapiest. Yeah. Alright, well, we want to make bullets later. I guess we're good. That would be cool. If you can make bullets here, too. Don't think that's a thing, though. Alright, let's go with the lantern for a bit. Because we're almost done with this part of the building. And I was hoping to find, honestly, I was hoping to find some more flares laying around here. I'm feeling good about finding more around the buildings around here. And found a ton of firewood, so we'll definitely get some torches going if that's not the case. It's I guess it's because of the earthquake this is collapsed in. I'm like, why would they build a building with soil like this? I mean, I know it's a mine, but that doesn't make sense. It's not. It's from the earthquake. But yeah, if I can find a hacksaw, I mean, there's scrap metal everywhere. Like, this should be able to be. Scrap metal. I mean, I'm seeing all these awesome places to hide stuff. Oh, look. There you go. I was like, but I'm not... Again. No, can I walk through there? I'll double check on the other side. Do I need a rabbit skin? No. Yeah, alright. But there's plenty of crates to break up. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff hidden in these crates.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
But yeah, crates, cloth, lots of good stuff. Well, at least I got a book to read. Whether... Now I'm going to start... I haven't really, throughout the run, been gathering up too many things. As far as, like, pills and whatever. But now that we're here, we'll grab a few, and then we'll have some backups just in case. So you're feeling pretty heavy. Alright, 22 pounds of salt and the coal chutes. Got to come back for those. Got to come back for those. Stretch it.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright. Came out in a different part of the building. That's good. Oh, I want to... And there's that door that goes outside somewhere upstairs. I want to check that out, too. Now, eventually we'll get down in the mine. That's kind of why I switched to the lantern there towards the end. Because I was thinking, well, let's save some of those flares. Because when I hit the mine, I want to hit it and be able to get in there and, you know. Can you get in these things? I don't think you can, right? Yeah. I would have to be able to step up. Oh, wait. No, I can get in. Neat. Can you get out? Awesome. Ah, there we go. I assume that's pretty contaminated.
I think I can use this.
Oh, this is awesome looking. I don't think I've seen this view. The Bountiful Overlook. What are we overlooking here? A bunch of dead bodies. Oh, there we go. All kinds of cool stuff down there. Yeah, I think I'm going to give you a screenshot real quick. Maybe like that. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that little robbery right there. Alright, so we'll take everything back to our forward base. Oh my god, 117 pounds trying to climb up this hill. Yeah, so I'm wondering, I bet the door goes out to there. So that's cool. I want to see what that is. If anything. It might just lead to like a path or something. I don't know. And then the coal chutes, I guess lead to this building. And it'd be cool if you could get out of one of those windows and get on top up there. On one of those levels. I think I looked at everything, but, you know, since I'm going to come back in there anyway to look for the salt and whatever, we can, like, double check. Right now I got a bag full of loot. A good bit of energy. So maybe if it's clear tonight, I'll do a little looking around these outbuildings. I don't know, it's still enough daylight. I can probably go drop some stuff off and have a quick look. Probably not much to do tonight except read the book. I might go look around. Actually, you know what? I might check out the outside, this outskirts here. I got the boots, I got the mask. I might work my way out there. I want to find some game. Yeah, let's look around here for a little bit. Let's drop some stuff off and we'll look around here for a bit. Will it come over? No. Alright, let's gather up some of the wood that's laying around here. I know, Astrid, I know. Try to get stuff at least into a pile. There, look at that. Nice big pile of firewood. And coal. I got so much junk food, it's ridiculous. I got canned hams, syrup. Oh, this coffee's worse than this coffee. Alright, we'll switch. That'll work for tonight. Let's drop the rabbit out here. If I had like some game to cook up, I would work on that. I know it's going to be a bit of a mess here, but I only have so much storage space. There we go. Got my hands on some leather. Probably need leather to fix the boots. I'm not sure about the rest of the stuff. Oh, I'll tell you what. Let's take the bow. Put a couple things in there so I remember. I'll end up looking for one. Because this is really just more of a, we're exploring. Actually, that made me think. All right, I'm going to take a quick, less than 2 minute break. I'm going to grab some ice for my drink, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I feel that went pretty quick. I ran. I hit the restroom just because I figured it would be a smart thing. Ran to my car, believe it or not. A little winded. And yeah, ice cold Pepsi ready to go. Get the caffeine flowing. Looking pretty good. I'm listening for ptarmigan too. I'd like to find some of those. I got a recipe for, I don't know, Briar House pie maybe? Hey, can I cross here? Anyway, one ugly woofy boy, but I don't see much else going on. It looks like you can get up on this pipe, but... There we go. Yeah, woo. Interesting feature. I wonder what this was meant to be. Oof. This guy's last resting place is yes. Oh, yeah. Sure, I'll take those. I still didn't grab any charcoal because I'm an idiot. I'm not going that far though. Um, Good things I'm seeing. Firewood, because I was a little concerned where we were at. Lots of reclaimed firewood that we can use. But we got some limbs back here. That's good. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been back here, so this is cool. This is new. Maybe some mushrooms over here on this stump. Let's go see. And it looks like it goes that way too, so. Yeah, I don't know about the ice around here too. This is gonna be fun. A little scary. But yeah, lots of sticks. Like I said, there's fir right there. I saw some cedar across the way. I was gonna say, I mean, I'm not really seeing a reason to cross here, though. And I would say this part looks pretty safe. Unquenched extraction. Who comes up with these names? Let's literally test the ice a little bit. Like I said, this part looks pretty safe. This might be sketch. Well, it looks pretty frozen. Let's go out here in this wider part. Yeah. Alright, I think we're good. It looks like some cattails too. Maybe? Yeah, a couple. Well, I might as well go check out the cool waterfall, right? Oh. Yep. It's a waterfall. Huh. Well, yeah, I mean, nothing too exciting down here. Some waterfalls. I mean, it's pretty. I don't see anything that looks like a cave or anything around, you know.